As a second reading for today, let's delve more into femtocell technology and its problems, limitations, and expectations. Femtocells in general are not put on high security alert, so that's the problem. But authentication of the femtocells is quite important, right? Identity. They gotta be strict stipulations, strict protocols to authenticate the femtocell and monitor its activity behavior using AI technology. Because many of the femtocells are located on the customer's side, called customer premises equipment (CPE), and basically it's disposable by the customers. When customers move to other buildings, they take the femtocell with them. So it's basically it's put on the customer's purview. So it can easily become a rogue femtocell 기가 아토, right? This article is from medium.com and the title is Femtocells in Surveillance and Cybersecurity, an in-depth look, 5-minute read. Introduction. In the rapidly evolving landscape of surveillance and cybersecurity, innovative tools and technologies are continually being employed to safeguard data and assets, as well as monitor and protect against potential threats. One such technology that has gained recognition for its unconventional yet valuable applications in this domain is the femtocell. While originally designed to enhance cellular coverage in homes and offices, femtocells have found a new purpose as powerful instruments in surveillance and cybersecurity. In this blog, we will delve into how femtocells work in these contexts, their capabilities, and their significance. Verizon femtocell. A role of femtocells in surveillance. Femtocells, when harnessed for surveillance, offer unique capabilities and advantages that make them an invaluable asset in maintaining security and monitoring activities. Below, we will explore how femtocells function in surveillance. Improved cellular coverage. The primary function of a femtocell is to boost cellular signal strength and data throughput within a limited area, such as residence or office. Here is not residence or an office, it's just a residence or office. In surveillance applications, this enhanced coverage ensures that targeted devices within its confined area remain connected and accessible. Limited range. One of the distinguishing features of femtocells is their restricted coverage area. This limitation is a benefit in the context of surveillance, as it allows for the focused monitoring of a specific region. Instead of wide-scale surveillance, femtocells can be employed to observe a specific room, building, or area of interest. Network access control. Femtocells provide users with control over which devices are allowed to connect to them. In surveillance scenarios, this level of control ensures that only authorized devices can access the femtocell network. This is particularly useful when monitoring and securing a predefined set of devices. Traffic analysis. When configured correctly, femtocells can capture and analyze mobile device traffic. This analysis includes monitoring calls, text messages, and data transmission. The data collected is invaluable for cybersecurity purposes, as it allows for the detection of suspicious or unauthorized activities. Ethical considerations. It's important to emphasize that the use of femtocells in surveillance must adhere to ethical and legal standards. Surveillance activities must respect individuals' privacy and adhere to local laws and regulations. The use of femtocells for surveillance should be transparent, unauthorized, and conducted responsibly. The role of femtocells in cybersecurity. In the realm of cybersecurity, femtocells can be leveraged for various purposes, making them versatile tools for safeguarding sensitive data and networks. Network monitoring. Femtocells can be utilized to monitor network traffic and detect any unauthorized access or anomalies in data transmission. This proactive approach can help identify potential cybersecurity threats and breaches. Penetration testing. Cybersecurity professionals often use femtocells as part of penetration testing to access the vulnerabilities of a network. By simulating a potential breach, security experts can identify weaknesses and fortify the system against cyber attacks. Secure communication. Femtocells can be employed to establish secure private communication networks within an organization. These networks are isolated from external interference, reducing the risk of data breaches. Secure communication. Ethical hacking. Ethical hackers can use femtocells to identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses in a network, enabling organizations to patch security flaws before malicious actors exploit them. Malicious actors exploit them. Ethical hacking. Malicious actors exploit them. Ethical hacking, right? It is called ethical hacking. That's a good term. I didn't know that. Ethical hacking. Ethical hackers can use femtocells to identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses in a network, enabling organizations to patch security flaws before malicious actors exploit them. How femtocells work in a surveillance and cybersecurity. Yeah, the FBI, police, CIA, ICE. How femtocells work in surveillance and cybersecurity. The process of employing femtocells for surveillance and cybersecurity often involves converting the HDMI port on a femtocell device to enable connection with a computer. Here are the steps to achieve this. Network monitor, macrocell PTS, radio network controller, femtocell gateway, broadband access, femtocell, right? Femtocell gateway, broadband access. Okay. 1. Obtain a femtocell device. Ensure that you have a femtocell device and a TTL232R cable ready for the conversion process. 2. HDMI to USB conversion. Use an HDMI to USB adapter cable to connect the Femtocell's HDMI port to computer's USB port. This allows the computer to recognize the Femtocell as a USB device. 3. Accessing the Femtocell for root connection. Install necessary drivers if the computer does not automatically recognize the Femtocell. Use a terminal emulator such as PUTTY on Windows or a terminal on Mac OS or Linux to establish a root connection. Employ a TTL232R cable to establish a TTL connection for root access. Right? Connect the cable to the UART pins on the Femtocell device, ensuring the proper pin connections. Configure the terminal emulator with a correct baud rate and settings. Once the TTL connection is established, access the root or command line interface of the Femtocell device by entering login credentials or following specific instructions provided by the manufacturer or the community. Login credentials, right? Login credentials. We seldomly use it with just ID and password, right? But more professional term is login credential or credentials. Login credentials, flashing or modifying the device. With a root access, you can perform root access various tasks such as flashing new firmware, modifying configurations, or running diagnostic commands on the Femtocell. However, proceed with caution as these actions can have legal and ethical implications. Conclusion: Femtocells, initially designed to improve cellular coverage, have found a new calling in surveillance and cybersecurity. Their unique features, including improved coverage, limited range, network access control, and traffic analysis, make them indispensable tools in monitoring and safeguarding specific areas. In cybersecurity, Femtocells play a pivotal role in network monitoring, penetration testing, ethical hackers, and ensuring secure communications. When used responsibly and in compliance with ethical and legal standards, Femtocells contribute significantly to enhancing security and cybersecurity efforts in today's ever-evolving digital landscape. Written by Yuritex. Welcome to Yuritex, your all-in-one digital partner. We specialize in web development, pen testing, branding, UI, UX design, and content creation. But you did a good job of explaining Femtocell weaknesses and how to root the device, right? Root connection. So basically, you need two cables. One is HDMI to a USB conversion adapter, and for TTL232R cable, right? TTL232R cable. Basically, the Femtocells can be used to enlarge coverage area of the cell tower, but adversely, it can be used for cybersecurity purpose or surveillance, right? You want to monitor the drug dealers' activities and exclude other normal ethical people from connecting to the Femtocell. So you focus on monitoring criminals exclusively. So those are Femtocells by Verizon and so on, right? Different models. Well, Before I go, I learned such expression as login credentials. Login credentials. What else? One more. I cannot recall. Ethical hackings, right? Ethical hackers. Ethical hackings. Ethical hackers. Ethical hackers. Login credentials. Login credentials. Ethical hackings. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye.